October 14th, 1066. Southern England, Senlac Hill near Hastings. Here, the question of who will be king, Harold Godwinson or William, Duke of Normandy, will be decided. This is more than a battle for the throne. Its outcome will overturn English history and set the Norman Conquest in motion. Part 1. Context. Just weeks earlier, Harold had already been fighting in the north. He defeated the Norwegian king Harald Hardrada at Stamford Bridge, and now must hurry back south because William has landed in England. William secures the coast and gathers his forces, while Harold pulls men in with a forced march along the way. On paper, their armies could be similar in size, but their composition and battlefield capabilities were different. Part 3. Position and opening. Harold takes the high ground. His men stand on the crest of the hill, blocking the road inland. Morning. Around 9 o'clock, the battle begins. Norman archers try to soften the defense, but the shield wall on the slope holds, and arrows struggle to break through the dense formation. Then William's infantry climbs the slope, and once again runs into shields and spears on the heights. Part 2. The armies. For the Anglo Saxons, the core is infantry, professional warriors and militia, formed into a tight shield wall. William's army is more combined, infantry, archers, and cavalry, giving him an advantage in maneuver and ranged pressure. The exact numbers are debated. Modern estimates often put William at roughly 7,000 to 8,000 men, while Harold's range and scholarship is usually broader, about 5,000 to 13,000, often also around 7,000 to 8,000. Part 4. Cavalry and the turning point. Next, the cavalry comes in, but attacking uphill is difficult, acceleration is limited, and the Udar is not as devastating. Throughout the day, the Normans look for a way to crack the formation, and here one of the most famous episodes appears: the feigned retreat, when part of the force pulls back and those who chase lose their formation and become vulnerable to a cavalry counterattack. Sources and historians debate whether this was planned in advance or emerged from the chaos of battle, but the pattern, pursuit, and the breakdown of ranks keeps appearing as a key factor in wearing down the Anglo-Saxon line. Part 5. Final phase. The fighting drags on for most of the day, an unusually long battle by medieval standards. By the end, the Normans increase the pressure, while the Anglo-Saxon defensive line is no longer as tight. Losses, fatigue, and gaps in the ranks make the shield wall less and less solid. And then comes the moment that became legend: the death of King Harold, often linked to an arrow wound to the eye, as interpreted from the famous scene on the Bayeux Tapestry, though the details and the exact reading of the image remain debated. With the king dead, the army loses its center of command, and resistance begins to collapse. Victory at Hastings opens William's path to power, and, by the end of 1066, he becomes King of England. From this point, the Norman era begins, changing the elite, governance, and the country's cultural landscape for centuries to come. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next uploads. New videos are coming, so stay tuned and see you in the next one.